How's it going, Patriots? October 24th, 2023. This is J6 News Updates and Chat. Day 1020 of the political hostage crisis here in America. 1020 days this has been going on. Ooh, before. Got it. Okay. Hey there, Crystal. How are you? Great videos you're putting out, by the way. I got it right when you texted me, Deb Vi. Thanks. Hi, Julie Jordan. Hi, Sunkist. Hi, Tammy Mundy. How are you doing? We're all getting ready for Freedom Corner tonight. It was a great Freedom Corner last night. Had quite a few people there at the corner last night. Hi, Drifter Shelley. Yeah, if y'all haven't seen it yet, Crystal Sanderson's putting together some great compilation videos of all the different streamers that you guys watch. From Anthony Aguero down at the border, first responders I've seen in there. She's got me in there, David, Trooper, all of them. Great stuff, man. All part of the network, all part of getting this message out to the Patriots in America right now that are not aware of what's going on. And there's a lot of them. We're in some perilous times right now. And our job is to get this message out to the people that don't know about it right now. Hi, Bonnie. Good to see you. So anywhere you can jump in, Patriots, that's what you do. You write letters. These letters the J6ers are getting in the prison are really what they need right now. They also need, any kind of help that we can give them, from their commissary in the jail to making sure their families have what they need while they're in jail. And so there's all kinds of organizations now. If you want to get involved, it's not too hard to figure out where to put your efforts in trying to get justice here in America. That's all we want. Just want to look at those tapes and see what's in there, who started it on January 6th. So last night at Freedom Corner, here, let's get the Patriot Mail Project website up there. That's where all the addresses are. So last night we had 1, 2, 3, 4 J6ers calling us, and it'd be cool to give them a thank you note or something. It's kind of a little ordeal, man. They're in jail every night. Matt DeSilva's been calling in, and you got to have something to say. So it takes a while to intake your news, figure out what you want to talk about tonight, and regular every night. Matt DeSilva's there with some commentary coming right from inside that jail, so we know what's going on. There's no mystery about what's going on in there. And who else is reporting that? Nobody. So that's what we're here for. That's what David at Freedom Express Media is here for. That's what Roger at Stormtroopers, 1791 Stormtrooper, Glory B, Jennifer, Rebecca at We the People MAGA, and all the Patriots with the YouTube channels and stuff, and Roger with the Rumble, and the Getter, he says, is taking off now. So, and same with David, man. Getting the message out, so maybe making a little headway. We wish it was going faster, but it's not. And things are happening. So last night I did notice my buddy Tom Jeffries was there from Northern Neck Patriots. It was really cool to see you there, Tom. Hope we can see you again there. And I hope I can see you again down in Northern Neck one of these days, soon. And then we also had Cheryl Johnson in the chat. She's from Northern Neck Patriots too, and she designed a really cool t-shirt. And I think somebody showed it in the stream last night. Tom, I think, was wearing one. So that was very cool. That's what else we need. We need artists, If you're good at artwork and stuff, there's a whole lot to presenting an idea to people and having cool artwork on it. like album covers. Think album covers, you know. If there's an album cover that you remember from a kid, there's going to be iconic images from the whole J6 thing eventually. Hey, Sylvia, how are you? No notification. Come on, YouTube. Hey, Gator Girl, good to see you. Lee Bart. All right, we got a good crew of Patriots in here already. Carol Burton, hello. Good to see you all. So it was good to see the Northern Neck Patriot represented there. Matt DeSilva got on the phone and they're playing this door game thing where once they leave their cell and go to the common area, they lock the doors. So anything to let the J6ers know that they are in jail, they do. This is psychological stuff that they do to people. You can't get back in your cell to go get your paper, whatever you need, you know. So they're just harassing them. Nothing unusual there, but Matt's like, yep, they're doing that today. Matt has a hearing, he says, coming up on Wednesday. So if we could pray for a good outcome on that hearing that he's going to have to endure, get shackled up, put in a cell, driven down to there, sit in another cell, wait. It's a horrible experience these guys are going through on a daily basis, man. We got to put an end to this, America. Matt DeSilva, Navy. Another guy that called in after Matt, Reed Christensen. He's an Army guy. And the veterans, you know, these are your guys, man, that your government just swept up in this mass hysteria event that they put us all through in order to steal the election. So it'd be great to see more people standing up for this, especially veterans, all right? If we're out spreading a message, who do you think you got a better chance of getting to grasp the idea of what's going on? A veteran or your liberal neighbor that had the one Joe Biden sign in his yard in the whole neighborhood? So I think you're going to talk veterans into it, or shed the light for veterans a little easier than that neighbor. All right, we'll throw this up here real quick, Silly. Thank you. This is how you can support me. I got a P.O. box. That's it. And I got some ideas of what the next 2 weeks going to entail. Probably going to do some traveling here. And there's an event down in Tulsa that I might be able to incorporate into a road trip here. It seems like that would be a nice point. In 2 weeks, this Tulsa event is going to be happening. A lot of people I know are going to be there. It'd be cool to bring all you guys down there. So that's an open idea at this point right now. Matt DeSilva also mentioned about this book that Reed Christensen, who called in after Matt, wrote called Save the Kid. And it's an interesting, easy read, 100 pages, he said. And everyone who's was talking about it last night says it's really good. And basically, this is not a legitimate process, what's going on. We stood up against a corrupt election. Everybody was, they turned it into a riot. It was planned way ahead. They're persecuting everybody involved with it. They're leaving out the main story was that the only people that wound up with any type of charges was 0.01% of all the people that were there. There's a lot of information that the news isn't reporting that's vital to having an understanding of what's going on. Here's Matt DeSilva's Give, Send, Go. And of course, these guys, if you can do it, help them out. Help them out. This is the battle we're in right now. Tulsa, yeah, Sylvia. You're going. Okay, all right. I was just talking with some guys about this, and it's an interesting idea. It would be just what I need right now, a nice road trip. So get me any information you can on that, and I'll be looking for information too. I believe a gal named Mona, who I met at the People's Convoy and 1776. I think she's the organizer of it. Hi, Deb for Freedom. All right, and Deb for Freedom put out a short video of the next caller, Reed Christensen, called in. This is a guy from Oregon. He's like 65-year-old Army veteran. So he flew all the way out from Oregon to go to the J6 rally, or whatever you want to call it. And he wound up getting arrested. Let's see, he got arrested in April of 2021. He's been out on pretrial release. Shortly after he got arrested, he had a stroke. He was in the hospital for 3 weeks. So it wasn't just a mini stroke. He had a legit stroke there. All right, Pamela, yeah. Well, I'll let you guys know what I'm doing here on the channel then. Sounds like it'd be pretty cool. I got a buddy in Missouri. I got people in West Virginia, Western Maryland I could visit on the way out there. Yeah, it could be pretty cool here. Yeah, George Floyd was not murdered, right. Sylvia, I'm not sure what I'm talking. Somebody just said Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I've heard about the Convoy of Honor thing. It is on November 8th, I believe, too, is what I heard, November 7th or 8th. All right, so this Reed Christensen guy, man, this is what the government and the mainstream media is trying to tell you a terrorist is, man. A 65-year-old Army veteran who saw a rigged election, went down to voice his First Amendment rights, ends up arrested, you know. Basically, this book that he wrote is about, this is not a legitimate process going on here in DC with these J6ers. It's not legit, man. Somebody's got an interest to throw these guys in jail and lock them up for as long as they can. That is what tyranny does, okay? You lock up your political opponents. And it is shocking that that's happening here in America right now. And that's why I think every veteran should be up on this and be, you know, active in the fight against this, man. Yeah, I did hear Emmer dropped out. He got voted in, or the committee decided to let him run, and then he dropped out. And it was weird how he ran out of the press conference real fast without saying nothing. Yeah, so something's getting shook up real good down there in the House of Representatives. And anything's better than what we got right now. When does the government shut down? In 20 days here? No, haven't heard a peep about that lately. Yeah, something's up with the justice system. There is no justice right now if you're a Trump Republican, which is totally bizarre. We're the ones that love our country, that want prosperity for everybody. So we don't want to impose our morals on anybody. We just want the freedom to have morals and have a prosperous, beautiful country, which we do have a beautiful country. Unfortunately, we got these tyrants in office all over the place. And it's not a newsflash. It's been happening for a long time, and we let it happen. So now's the time we stand up now. This is it. We can't survive much more of this. Ammon Bundy, they're still going after Ammon Bundy. Unbelievable. Runaway justice system here. Basically, Reed Christensen's mindset in a nutshell is we got to have free, fair elections. And if we don't, the United States of America is dead without free, fair elections. That is the very topic that 1 million people were standing in D.C. about on January 6, 2021. So we knew that then, and we know it now. And we're just in this crazy matrix right now. I mean, it's seriously like a matrix. People will not shake out of this, no matter how much you feed them facts, show them evidence. They will not shake out of this. Okay, and then Mickey took the microphone. Okay, so Deb for Freedom's got a video of Reed Christensen's phone call, which is excellent, man. It was great hearing this guy. I never heard him speak before at Freedom Corner. It's definitely a good 10-minute listen there. Mickey got on the microphone, brought up the Northern Neck Sentinel newspaper. Tom Jeffries was there, like I say. Cheryl Johnson was in the chat. Northern Neck Patriots have been doing a vigil down in, here we go, down in Warsaw, Virginia at the Northern Neck Regional Jail. And the Northern Neck Sentinel is a great newspaper. It's one of these little bi-monthly newspapers that a local community has out. It's online, so you can check it out. It'd be cool to give John Haynes and this Northern Neck Sentinel paper some traffic, because he has excellent articles about J6 topics and people that were in the battle here. So if you're looking for like information that you can feed your representatives with, stuff out of the Northern Neck Sentinel is it. Let's see, Northern Neck Patriots YouTube channel. And they broadcast their vigil that they have every Friday night down in at Northern Neck Regional Jail. And so, yeah, the Northern Neck Sentinel's got great information in there, and a continuing battle with corruption in their prison system down there, which I am all about, man. If there's any way we can help you out from up here, let us know, man. Here's the Northern Neck Sentinel link. So that's what I do. I just open it up online. You can read through it. Great article. I don't know if a new issue came out yet, but there is a really good article of the whole battle against their jail in a nutshell there. Many of our J6ers that talk to us from the Gulag on the phone at Freedom Corner have done time in Northern Neck, and it was miserable. One of the worst, they said. Hi, Sherry Thomas. Some of the victories that they've had down there is there was the superintendent of that Northern Neck Regional Jail for 26 years. He's leaving suddenly, and there was also 2 other people that left kind of spur of the moment. There is a corrupt thing going on down there, and it's being exposed. And John Haynes and Tom Jeffries all over it. Then we got a surprise performance last night at Freedom Corner by our own Ron J. Spike. He's got a new tune out. It was different, and it was kind of chill, and I think it had a nice little gospel message in there. So way to go, Ron J. I think it's called You Gotta Believe, and I think it was a debut from what he said on there. So if you're into Patriot music, check out Ron J's tune he did right at the corner last night. Okay, and then Jeff Sable got on the phone. Jeff Sable, he's been incarcerated. I think he said he was over day 1,000 now. Every day is the same, he says in there. He wants you to go look at policestatefilm.net. The premiere was 2 days ago. There's a virtual premiere online, and that is tomorrow, the 25th of October. So online is the virtual premiere, and I think you need to have seen the movie. I'm not sure what's involved with the virtual premiere, and he wasn't either, but you might be able to just see it without going to the movie theater. It is a movie that's in movie theaters right now, and it's Dinesh D'Souza, It's another movie by Dinesh D'Souza, who did the 2000 Mules movie earlier or last year. So it's a great movie about J6. Daniel Ball got on the phone for a little bit. He's been getting on there with Jeff Sable every once in a while. Mama Mickey should be Speaker of the House. Ooh, that would be fireworks, wouldn't it? That would be fireworks. Daniel Ball was, let's see. He was mentioning about how unique of an idea it is that they can call out to Freedom Corner, where they got patriots standing, boots on the ground, fighting for them, and they can call out and give them, tell them exactly how they feel today. Tell them exactly, the thoughts in their head as they're going through this political prosecution that's being allowed to happen here in America. And that is, A, it's an interesting event, and B, we got access to what they're thinking right now. So this is quite the event that's going on. It's spiritual for sure, because there's, physical persecution of these guys, but at the same time, it's a spiritual battle. These guys are not being just crushed. God is holding them together. They've all got a belief, in God, the ones that are doing well. And it's proof how God holds you together. A belief in a creator and a savior can hold you together. Physical proof of that. So if for any other reason that's happening, maybe God's making it happen for us to see this, for America to see this. And then Daniel Ball was, he's talking about just some crazy stuff about Joe Biden and his fake nose. Because Trump did, Jeff Sable brought this up. Trump made this weird comment in New Hampshire 2 days ago about how Joe Biden wants to take him out behind the woodshed. And Trump was like, ooh, I'd take him out, and I'd punch him right in that fake nose. And then there'd be plastic laying all over the floor. And when Trump said it, I was like, what? What's he doing, He does this sometimes, just, I think, to dominate in the news. If it's good or bad news, he's in the top of it. And, but the other guys in jail are like thinking, whoa, that must mean that Joe Biden is a cyborg. He's a robot. And if you punch him in the head, he's made out of plastic and stuff. So I don't know how far you can take this stuff, because it is crazy world, and who knows what's really going on, man. Yeah, Ferg, you do got political prisoners in Canada from the convoy. And the whole thing with, they seized your bank accounts, or some of the people's bank accounts up in Canada. That should scare everybody right to the core of their financial well-being, It's just ridiculous that your government has this power now to just scoop you out of your living room and throw you in jail for 1,000 days with no trial and stack charges because you won't take a plea deal, and then to hide your evidence and public humiliation and psychological torture for 2-3 years now, and trying to break you. And that's what's going on. That is seriously what's going on right now. All I know is I stand against that. I want to make America great again. It's just it's as simple as that. And I want you to believe in Jesus, because I think you'll be better off without it, But you can tell people stuff till you're blue in the face, man. Oh, people are afraid to donate to the convoy in Canada because they're afraid the government will freeze their bank accounts. And they should be afraid of that. You got to take that power away from them. The government has no right to jump in and seize your money. But they do it all. They've been doing it around here. The DEA does it regularly for 30, 40, 50 years now. But everybody was okay with that. They didn't want to stand up against just that. But now, if you just go to the wrong protest and they can seize your accounts, maybe that'll awaken more people or something. So that's it for Freedom Corner last night. It was a great night, man. There was quite a few people there. I would say more than 15 people was there. And had good weather, good phone calls, getting things done. And yeah, there's still another night in a row out at Freedom Corner. Way to go, Patriots. It's not easy. It is not easy. So in other news, all I got is about the committee. And the committee voted to put Emmert on to nominate Emmert. And then for some reason, Emmert backed out. So we got, and of course the news isn't reporting on anything right now. And there's this thing about the $200,000 check Joe Biden cashed from his brother. That's gotten 3 days of play now. I don't even know if the corruption committee is still meeting right now, the Joe Biden corruption committee. And this is, the news just doesn't report stuff to you. So I think step one of getting a clue is just get rid of your television. All right, so here we got all these committees in DC here. And these are like the people who are definitely in charge of certain things here. Julius Emmer, yeah. I couldn't tell you where he's from. I have heard of his name before. And it wasn't good things I heard about him. I can't remember what they were anymore. We got this battle against rhinos, and it just seems like that's not the people we don't have. The Republicans have nobody right now. They're not going to get out of this bag, man. They're not going to get out of it. This is going to waste a lot of time. The government's going to probably shut down. They gotta do something, man. They just put a 45-day hold on the whole budget thing like 25 days ago. So he's from Virginia, Sunkist, okay, or Minnesota. Who knows? I don't know, man. I don't know. I wish I could be more informed. So, all right, so good old, all right, Gateway Pundit. I didn't get to read that today. Gateway Pundit did a story on Emmert. And D. Treadhead says it was interesting. Whoever gets that seat has to immediately release the J6 videos. And I think everybody who was nominated was agreed on that. And really, that's all we need, okay? If we have those security footage, we're going to know who stole the diamonds, basically. And I don't know what you're talking about, Bertie. We need the security footage. The only people that wouldn't want you to see the security footage are the thieves, right? So that's why they won't show it to us right now. That's the evidence that will prove who did all the vandalism and how many of those people actually got away. And it will show. That's all we really need, man. So if that's the point, that's all we need, man. All right, now there's another thing going on, where just Trump is not going to just come in and save us all. He is not a messiah, okay? He's a guy that has certain skills that happen to make him be a good candidate for a president of the country. And but he's not a messiah. He can't, even if he does get in there, he's not going to be able to do it on his own. I think he knows that he needed to wake up Americans, because we have been sleepy. We have been hitting the snooze alarm. Like, I grew up knowing that all I got to do to solve things was hit the snooze alarm and ignore it, and it goes away. You know, like when the AIDS epidemic happened and it was just gay people dying. You know, well, I didn't have to pay attention to that. I didn't have to look at what the CDC was doing back then, because I wasn't gay, so it didn't affect me. And it's been incremental for a long time. So Tom Emmer, Minnesota, drops out of speaker race. Conservatives win. I did hear Emmer was gonna release the tape, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Crystal Sanderson. All right, so yeah, I did get some good news about, I don't know if you all know Ripta 33. He was in the People's Convoy. I was camped out in his camp most of the time I was there. Small Water Guy was there with us. Ripta is a daddy. And Felicia, she was just glowing the whole time she was pregnant. So congratulations, Ripta and Felicia. I might be dropping in, man, just to say hello. I haven't seen you guys since the convoy. It'll be cool to see you guys. I'm kind of heading that way, so I don't know. You might get a phone call. We'll see. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope the baby's doing well. It is a blessing. It is a miracle every time a baby is born. And that is why we fight for the unborn, you know. It's a gift from God. Scientists will tell you it's a bunch of cells doing a certain thing and forming a certain way, but we know it's more than that. And God is literally breathing their first breath into them. So congratulations, Ripta. That was great news, man. I was wondering when it was finally going to happen, though. That sounds cool. All right, y'all. So Freedom Corner, they're heading down there, and I'm sure it's going to be a good night tonight. And that's all I got for today. I'll see you in the chat. Try to spread the love on the streamers down there. A lot of people will jump in and just say hi to the chats. Everyone's got their favorite channel that they watch, and it is cool to just drop in, hit the like. They get one more click. It helps some kind of YouTube algorithm. So it's cool to spread the love down there, Patriots. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me today, getting the updates, and spreading more information. We got Jay Jones and MGB down there waving flags in Texas all of a sudden now, like every weekend. We're spreading. We got Mona doing the Tulsa gig. So it's happening, folks. It's happening. Don't lose faith. God bless you all. This is Jericho, over and out.